Mountain West, a proud and resilient conference. And now it's time to crown this season's champion. Welcome to Blue Heaven, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad out of the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 15th-ranked team, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Returner trying to create good field position. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. So the Air Force Falcons offense trots out there to open this game. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for second down and very short now. The big fullback's got it here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed to the run perfectly.
They try to sneak it for the first. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And the Falcons will send the punt team onto the field. And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. The Broncos offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Looking to the air in the first play of this conference championship. And that pass falls incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Broncos will bring their punt team on the field now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And here's the handoff. It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Third down coming up after that running play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
And on fourth down, they get the first by just enough. The pitch does its job, and they convert to keep this drive moving.
The Broncos with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to run it with the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And the Broncos will line up to kick it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Handoff in a single back formation. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. The Falcons come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game, but Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And there's the handoff. Breaks into open space. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back, showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Oh, a reverse. Eludes a tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
He missed it. Off target that time. And with that miss, no change in the score.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Grab behind the line. It's Stockton. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Running back has it on a screen now. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. They'll give it to the running back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the tailback's got it again. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Makes it look easy. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Gain moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. It's a run. Running back's got it. Has the 1st down and more. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback still with the football. In the clear at the 25. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. They call the draw play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage. And the Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He escapes the pocket. Look out, room to run here. Breaks into the clear. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. The offense going with the hurry up. Movement here from the tight end. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the 1st down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. One more play before they head to the locker room. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Net kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, big expectations for this Mountain West Championship, and it has not disappointed.
Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. The Broncos will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
And the back gets the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Falcons hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Making people miss. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looking to score with a run to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
Oh, man, Chris, you just know this offense is going to be working on the scramble drills all week after this one. 3rd and goal, someone has to break open or make a block for the quarterback if he decides to take it in himself. Instead, we got a 4th down and goal decision to be made here by the coach. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. And a fair catch called for a prudent play in rainy conditions like this. And the Falcons offense is on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? The shotgun running play called. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Ball handed to the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They'll run it to the right side. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's a quarterback keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Can he make it to the marker? and he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
The Broncos have 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
So, Kirk, Boise State is in front, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The back in motion now. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Breaks free. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And the Broncos are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Receiver in motion now. Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can they pick up the first on the ground? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it, no problem.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come... 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Ball handed off. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Throws to the tight end. Off target and incomplete. And the Falcons will have to kick this away. About to punt for the 4th time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. Motion now from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2 backs now flanking the quarterback. They'll run it here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. He hands it to the back. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it. They test the middle, but gets stopped. That run goes nowhere. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets the first and still running. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Catch made wide open way downfield. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Air Force.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The back's got it. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
The Broncos begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they hand it off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. Defense trying to get the stop here and send this to overtime. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than to just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And tackled there by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one's straight down the middle. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now, and with a conference championship in tow, it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.